Hello, hello, IED PLTW. In this video, I am going to show you how to check a couple settings to make sure you are set up for success as we model in Fusion. One setting in particular that I know has popped up in the past as students start modeling various objects is they will notice that their view cube and their corresponding axes and planes in which they can sketch the orientation of their origin is different than what I have here. I'm referencing my view cube. As you can see, the view cube has the x-axis, which is indicated by this red color, shooting in this isometric 30-degree angle. The z-axis, which is the blue axis, is shooting off in this 30-degree angle, opposite of x, and y, this green axis, is shooting up. This is particularly helpful when we go to create a sketch and you see the XY plane. Oftentimes we're sketching here in this plane, the XY plane. Sometimes we'll go to the XZ as well, depending on the orientation of the part. But a lot of the times we live right here. And if that is the case, if we are sketching there, you want to make sure that your origin is oriented in the same way that mine is if you want your drawings to have the same perspective as we sketch together in class. If yours is not, if you do not have the Y-axis going up in the vertical up-down direction, here's how to change that. You're going to move over to where your name is located up here in the top right-hand corner because you are signed into Fusion to be able to save in the cloud. That's how you get this menu over here. You're going to click on your name, your initials there. And you're going to move down. Sorry, the text box is shooting off screen a little bit. You're going to move down to where it says Preferences. I'm going to move this over just so you can see it a bit. It's right here in Preferences. We're going to select that. That's going to open up this dialog box. And in this dialog box, there are a lot of different preferences that you can check and adjust. There's one in particular that I want to draw your attention to right now, and that is about halfway down the page here in this General tab. We're going to move halfway down the page and we're going to see Default Modeling Orientation. This is where yours may say Z up if your orientation often is different than mine. And that is where you'll want to change that to Y up. To make sure that it is opening a new drawing in that same orientation. You want to go ahead and click Apply and OK, and now it is going to keep that in that Y orientation. If you are changing that for the first time to match what I've got going on here, just know that it won't update the drawing that you're currently in. You're probably going to have to open a new drawing by hitting that plus sign. I'm going to close out the old one, and you'll find that your view cube is now adjusted in any kind of new drawing moving forward, where the y-axis is in the up direction. So that is one setting in particular that I want to show you and how to change that. Another one, I've been prompting you in class to make sure you're sketching and drawing and modeling in inches. A lot of the parts that we work with are going to be in inches, and to make sure that you have that set up going forward, I'm going to move to my browser here. My mouse is circling the browser. I'm going to select Document Settings. I'm going to use that drop-down list, and I'm going to move over to Units here where it says inches. That's what you want. If you don't have inches, perhaps your default unit is millimeters, you can change the active units there by clicking on this button. This opens up a new dialog box. And then here's where you can select what you'd like to sketch in. If I wanted to always sketch in millimeters, I would choose that, and I can check this box that says Set as Default. And then every time I open up a new drawing, I will be sketching in millimeters until I tell it to do otherwise. I want you to be doing that in inches, so make sure that you have inches, and go ahead and check this box if you haven't already done so, so you set inches as your default, and that will always pop up here in a new drawing to let you start working in inches. Those are the two settings that I wanted to draw your particular attention to in this video. Again, that's adjusting the orientation of your axes, and it's adjusting the units in which you're sketching here in Fusion to make sure we're working in inches. That is all I've got for this one. Happy modeling.